In today's video, we're going to take a look at Tesla and what you need to know if you're currently in it. Now, there's a lot of people who don't think there's any rhyme or reason to the market, and a lot of times it's true. But there are other times where you can find patterns that repeat themselves over and over again, which can be extremely helpful in your trading. So this is an example of the setup that we had in Tesla a while back, and we were looking at a general pattern of higher highs and higher lows. So when we started pulling back, I wanted to set up that pullback for a possible entry, and I found something here. The fact that we had a prior decline that was exactly 39 trading bars down, and then this decline was also 39 bars down. Now that's part of what was in this timing feature that I use on the Dynamic Trader software, the fact that we had the time symmetry, but there were also other cycles that were there at the same time. So we had a few things come together at that point. We had the time symmetry, we had the price support between the 224 to 220, well, actually 2768 area. It looks like we broke something that was just slightly above that, and we ended up hitting, holding, and then triggering an entry. Okay, so trigger, we typically look at the lower time frame chart and look for the moving average crossover. So for example, when you had maybe for a swing trade, if you were interested, a 15-minute chart. Let me see if I can show you what that looks like. Okay, 227. Yeah, here it is. So if you look at, after we had that last pullback, here was the moving average crossover to the upside, and you also took out a prior swing high in, along with that. So here's the crossover, here's the prior swing high. That was your buy signal. At that point, you could have gone in and defined your risk either under this low, the low that was made before the buy trigger, or underneath the low end of the zone, which would be underneath the 224.67 area. Now, we've already met two targets on the upside. Okay, typical target 1 is always the 1272 extension. Target number 2 is the 1618 extension. Target number 3 is the 2618 extension. Now, we make the 1272 target often. We make the 1618 less often, and rarely we make the 2618. So since we have met two targets so far off of this last low, I believe this was at least a $25 rally, I would suggest that you have a stop underneath this prior swing low, so underneath 247.93. And because if you do get knocked out of it, I'm going to anticipate a deeper downside correction that I would then set up for a new entry. Okay, so this again is more of a lesson in how to manage a setup. Once you start making upside targets, you either want to book some or book it, or at least ratchet up your stops.